it's Rena from No Way That's Healthy, and we're making supper again. I'm going to show you today how I make a really quick and easy meat lasagna that is super delicious and pair it with my easy Caesar salad. It's a go-to side dish for me that pairs perfectly with this lasagna, and I know you're going to really enjoy it. Let's cook supper. To make the meat lasagna, all you're going to need is a pot here. I put some olive oil in there, and then I have my onions and mushrooms that I chopped up in my favorite chopper. It takes 2 seconds, just chop them up really easily. That is the way to go when you're prepping vegetables for sure. And we're going to add that into the hot oil. And now we're gonna let the mushrooms and onions cook a bit until they're softened. You can also cover the pot for a few minutes just to help it steam a bit and cook faster. While they're covered cooking, just check them every so often just to make sure that they're not burning. Once the onions are mostly translucent and the mushrooms have cooked down, we're going to add in the ground meat. Of course, I love to use my favorite meat chopper to help break apart that ground meat. Let that cook for a little bit. As you see here, the meat isn't fully cooked, but that's fine. We're going to now add in the flour, salt, some mushroom soup mix. That is optional, but I do find that a little bit does help bring up the flavor in this dish. Now I'm adding in some mustard. I know that sounds weird, but it actually does add to the flavor of this. So add it in, don't skip it. Now we're gonna add in our water. Cover it and cook for a little bit. Now you can see it's gotten thicker, it's bubbling, and at this point you can take it off the stovetop. To assemble, we're gonna just start off by taking some of that meat sauce and putting a couple spoons in the bottom of a pan. Okay, now just spread it out on the bottom, and we're gonna layer it with our noodles. See, it's pretty hot, but that's fine. If you're short on time, you don't have to wait for this to cool down at all. It's just gonna go in the oven anyway. I'm gonna add in our lasagna noodles. I'm using these Tuscanini noodles. They're great. They actually fit perfectly into my pan, but if they don't for you, you can just break them till they fit. Now we're gonna top it with that meat mixture. More noodles down, and more meat sauce. I like to try to get most of those bigger pieces of meat for between the layers, and I try to reserve a little bit of just that, thicker sauce to go at the top of the lasagna. Top it with our last layer of noodles, and now we're going to top it with the remainder of the sauce. Cover it and put it into the oven. Bake it till the noodles are soft, and then we can enjoy. Just taking this out of the oven now, and I want you to see how the noodles are fully cooked. It was just bubbling. It smells amazing in my house right now. And I'm going to top it with some parsley. I just like how color looks. Some dried parsley on top, but you don't have to. And you want to let it sit. Very important. Lasagna cuts best when it's cooled down a bit. So loosely cover it and let it sit a little while. That way it cuts nicely. And then it's ready to serve. I want to serve something on the side. So I love this quick and easy salad. I always take a really nice glass bowl or a dish to put the salad into. It's more inviting and the kids are more likely to have it that way. And now I do not like washing lettuce, so I buy the iceberg lettuce that is clean. It's also crispy and all the kids love it, so I always go for that so that it's kid friendly. I am using some store-bought croutons. You can do a little bit of sliced red onion as well, which I might add in, but keep it a little bit bigger in case some of your children don't love red onion. They can pick it out. I personally like it in here, and I'm going to show you how to make a simple, delicious dressing to go with this. This actually isn't a typical Caesar dressing, but it's still delicious, so you gotta try it. I'm adding in some mayonnaise, some vinegar. I'm actually using a white balsamic vinegar, it's delicious. Some olive oil, salt and pepper, and the secret ingredient is dried oregano. Don't leave it out, it's great in there. You can add in some sugar or honey if you feel like it needs it. Okay, so now that this has cooled down a bit, I'm going to also take out the salad, and we're just gonna dress the salad now with the dressing. I added some of that thinly sliced red onion. Top it with croutons. Actually, because this could use a bit more color, I decided I'm gonna put in some cherry tomatoes. Now, yes, that's not typical for Caesar salad, but there's no rules in making salads. You can add it in, it's fine. And now let's cut into this delicious lasagna. By now it's firmed up because it cooled down a bit, and that's what you want when you are serving your lasagna, because you want it to hold together nicely. Oh yeah, it is creamy, it is meaty, it has that mushroom flavor in there. Do you see all that yummy sauce? Look at those layers. Look at that, you have the meat and the pasta. This is really filling. You've got protein, you have the carbs, you have your veggies. This is a full meal that your family is absolutely gonna love. I cannot wait for you to try this. If you do, please comment below, let us know, and let me know which has been your favorite episode so far, which meal you've made and that you keep on making over and over again.